Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. Welcome to a special edition of Full Court Press. I'm going to name this episode The Decision because a decision has been made. LeBron James is signing a 2-year deal worth $8 million to play with the Philadelphia 76ers, making this team a championship caliber team. Now, it been said that and my boy Ed here, let's welcome him on. We've been
Yeah,
talking
what's up?
about
What's up?
this since day one. Wherever LeBron is going to go, he is going to make them a championship caliber team. When you got the news this afternoon or this morning, whenever the news was put out, what were your thoughts on LeBron James going to Philly?
Oh, well, my thought. I don't know if LeBron knows what he jumped into because besides New York, yo, Philly media is something different. I'm gonna let you know right now. I got peoples in Philly. I'm always in Philly, son. If you go there for a championship and you don't give them a championship, yo, they're gonna drag you in the mud. You know what I'm saying? That's one. That's one. Two. Can you hear
Well,
me?
I'm gonna
I'm
keep
sorry.
on. Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Hold on.
While he's doing that, folks,
Hold
I'm gonna
on.
keep talking. The decision has been made, and I also want to talk about before I continue on with the decision and LeBron James making his decision. I need to talk about something that is grinding my gears, and I'm talking
Besides
about
LeBron.
NBA 2K. Besides LeBron James, I'm getting on NBA 2K now because for the past couple of 2Ks, if correct me if I'm wrong, the team that won a championship, the MVP was on the cover, correct?
Yes.
We had Tatum on the cover. We had SGA last year. But
Yep.
this year, 2K just spit in our face. And it was announced that Victor Wembanyama is going to be on the cover of the 2K27 video game. So now, and I get this, what they're doing. Everybody's trying to stick it to the Knicks, being the fact that the Knicks won a championship. Everybody wants to go to a new team and create havoc for the Knicks, thinking that the Knicks can't handle the pressure. We've done it before, and we will do it again.
Well, let me tell you
And I'm
why
not
is that.
saying that to be biased. I'm just saying that because finally the drop is over for us, and we can call ourselves NBA champions.
Why it's extra disrespectful, right? Not only that
Yeah.
Bronson should be on the cover, but it's extra special disrespectful for two reasons. One, the Knicks, this is the first time the Knicks won the championship in 53 years. That's one.
Mhm.
And two, which a lot of people not really realizing, this might be the last year that 2K sells physical copies. After this year, they might be all digital. So
Yeah.
why won't you have Jenna Brunson on the cover, knowing that y'all might not be selling physical copies of the game anymore after the year? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If you want to put one, if you want to put one deal on the cover, put it next year. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Their odds are major next year, even though they still five all day. I'm just saying.
Right.
But
Right.
they're the odds on favor next year, whatever. I mean, and he hasn't won anything yet. He won defensive player of the year. That's it.
Right.
Brunson is the finals MVP. Why he not on the call?
Why he's not on the cover?
You
And
know
then
what I'm
on top of that, and this is no disrespect to her game, you put Caitlin Clark on a deluxe edition. Are you serious?
saying? Yeah. And knowing that Agent Wilson is 10 times better than her right now. Come on, bro.
Thank you. And
Matter of
then
fact, matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? I'm not into the WNBA like that. But if you don't want to put Angel Wilson or Caitlin Clark, what's that looking for the wings? Going the way the
Yeah,
goggles. Put on her.
yeah,
She's balling this year.
yeah.
She's
To me,
balling this year.
2K made a mistake. To me, 2K made a mistake with the exception of one. I'm happy for Derrick Rose because
Yeah.
he had a hell of a career. He deserved it. He's retired. He retired this year. He deserves that. But Wimby and Caitlin Clark, and I'm going to say this
Yeah.
about Caitlin Clark, and I'm going to leave her alone after this. Notice every time that you see her play, and she's on the bench. My boy pointed this out to me, and I had to look out to the shout out. My boy, buddy, you know what I'm talking about because we always talk about this.
Yeah.
Every time Caitlin Clark sits on the bench, her team plays better with her on without her in the game. When you put her in, she's throwing up shots like she's Steph Curry. She's complaining all the time. This is not basketball to me.
Okay.
The team
I have.
plays way better with her on the bench. And that's just me speaking of fact. That's me being
Okay.
realistic right now.
All right. I have this. I have the Caitlin Clark on this. I'm sorry, but I have to break it and face of the league and best player of the league. So, she's not the best player of the league. We all know that.
No,
But she's definitely
no,
she's definitely the face of the league. And I mean face of the league
yeah,
is a lot of these players won't be getting paid the way they're getting paid now for Caitlin Clark. That she's marketable, she's this, she's that. So I understand that I asked for her being on the game. If you said, oh, she's the best player in the game, if she's the best player in the league, well, we already know she's not. One, there's a lot of people that Ada Wilson when they get the conference again, he's the face of right now. Now,
right.
and there's people that's watching, there's obvious people watching the league right now because of her. You know what I'm saying? She's the
Mm,
reason why I want. She's the reason why I want and college basketball is so men. I don't watch men's basketball anymore. It's a waste of time now.
right,
When
right.
a female Final Four comes, I'm watching that all the time because it's more exciting. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah.
yeah, so we just get that mixed up with the face of the league and the best player of the league. We all know she's not the best player of the league, but she
No,
definitely is the face.
she is the face.
Yeah.
I agree with you there. Now
Yeah.
the decision, with LeBron going back to the East, I'm gonna say both conferences are stacked right now because you got teams that took it to the next
No, whose
level
bag is that?
last year that's gonna take it to the next level this year. And with Philly getting Jalen Brown, and if Joel and B could stay healthy, Philly got a dangerous team. Now I know people might say, "Oh, nah, he shouldn't have went over there," but I get it. You know, this is your last. This possibly is your last year in the NBA, and we know you're a fan of Iverson and Kobe and et cetera, to name two of the greats. But for you to choose Philly over teams like Miami, over teams like Golden State, over the Cavs, what do this mean for the Eastern Conference now that LeBron James took his talents to Philadelphia? I'm gonna tell you what it means to the Eastern Conference. Everybody is trying to build up and get stacked up with the Knicks because the Knicks won a championship last year. Now you got teams that got better and some teams that didn't get better.
Oh, I need a
And one of
nurse.
them
Oh,
teams to
salute.
me being the Boston Celtics. I'm sorry. Paul George is not going to be a good number two for Jason Tatum. He doesn't have it in him anymore, and I think Boston is in trouble. As far as Cleveland is concerned, it's going to be the same thing last year. Y'all going to have a decent record. Y'all going to make the playoffs. But James Harden and Donovan Mitchell is not going to get y'all over that hump. The Knicks proved to everybody this year that we are here. Not everybody needs to start talking about us. Everybody was bashing us for 53 years. We shut y'all up, and we got the chip. Everybody was bashing Brunson, telling about, well, he's not a decent number one. He can't bring a chip here. He's too short. He proved all the naysayers wrong. So with the Eastern Conference now and Toronto getting Kawhi Leonard back,
We don't know that yet.
Philly Well, we don't know that yet because he has to pass a physical. But
And that
Philly
investigation.
and that investigation, but what Philadelphia did was a power move. I think it was smart on their end because getting a player like LeBron, he don't really need to do much because you got Maxey, you got Edgecombe, you got Jalen Brown, William B. That makes a lot things easier for you. You don't really have to do that much. You can start shooting and focus on your paint game. This
You also.
move, this move to me just boosted up the 76ers in a major way. It means Boston is going to drop. The Knicks are going to stay in the Knicks. I don't see Atlanta going anywhere. Toronto is not going anywhere. Chicago got a nice young team with a nice young guy that is gonna, probably do something. Shout out to him, call Michael. Shout out, what's up, Hill? Um, he said, I'm gonna read this. I see the 76ers winning the NBA Cup. That's about it. I can't even say they're gonna win the cup. I can't even say that. You gotta see it. And the thing about some of these teams, not to cut you over, I'm gonna let you go after this, but the thing about some of these teams is chemistry. If you get all these players, all these people, all your superstars on one team, and this team doesn't have chemistry, you're in trouble. Just like the Miami Heat getting Giannis. I don't see them building that chemistry real quick. Just like Philly. Yeah, you got a nice young team and you got a nice young player in Jalen Brown. But if the chemistry is not there, it's not gonna work. They're getting LeBron's name. LeBron brings leadership. He brings championship pedigree to this team. And I think he's going to teach some of the guys like Maxey and Edgecombe to play better. So this is a smart move by Philly by signing him. I feel bad for the Warriors, Dallas, and I feel bad for the Cavs. Because all y'all are trying to get off offset to get this man, and he just
Oh yeah,
sticking
just
all
gave
y'all
you.
face and what's the
I'm
truth.
good. No complaint.
So
Can I email one? I got
for
I'm a
me,
happy American.
the Eastern Conference
Loving this
is
one.
wide open.
Loving Florida
And
Road.
I think in order to be the champs, you got to beat the champs. So that's where I'm at with it. Like this move was smart for Philly, but it didn't prove anything just yet because your chemistry got to be there on both ends of the ball, not just one. You're gonna get points. I'm not worried about Philadelphia getting points. I'm worried about injuries and chemistry because you can sign whoever you want on a team. If the chemistry is not there, and if the team is starting to slack and play like they like, the 76ers is not going to get far. But like I said, signing a smart player, signing a vet like LeBron James on your team, it brings championship caliber to your team, and it brings pedigree to your team. The chemistry got to be there though. That's my only problem. Also, in a three-team trade, OKC loses one of their best shooters and Lou Dort. Lou Dort is going to Atlanta on a three-team trade, which gives OKC 2 draft picks in next year's draft. Atlanta gets Lou Dort, and that's the way that ended. So Lou Dort leaving OKC, going to Atlanta Hawks. That worked out for Atlanta because Atlanta needed a shooter. And they needed somebody that's on the perimeter and can defend. And Lou Dort on both ends of the ball, he can do both. So this was a smart signing for Atlanta. OKC might not be the same anymore. Losing these players and losing a key player like Lou Dort, I don't see OKC moving as far as they did. SGA is still going to be SGA. He's one of the best scorers in the league. But losing a key player like that, OKC doesn't have the same team as they had last year. The Spurs, on the other hand, I was just talking about Wemby. As bad as I talk about Wemby, the guy can play. And getting guys on your team, keeping the same core and adding Tobias Harris on your team. We saw what he did with Detroit. Detroit was number one in the Eastern Conference last year. I think Detroit drops to number four. I think the Knicks go up to at least the second seed. The first seed is to be determined. It's between Cleveland and Philly. I don't see Boston hanging in there because I just cannot get over the fact that y'all broke up Brown and Tatum and you put Paul George with Jason Tatum. Getting Tatum no help. Yeah, he got Derek White, and yeah, he got some key players on that team. But the Celtics is downhill for the Celtics. I'm thinking about Pacers, Hawks, and Knicks. Those those three really going to run the East. The Hawks, yes, because they have a young team. They the only team in the Eastern Conference, and during the playoffs, that gave the Knicks a loss. Nobody else in the Eastern Conference, other than the Atlanta Hawks, gave the Knicks a loss in the playoffs. They ran through Philly and swept Philly, and they swept Cleveland. The
But I got a
only
question.
game, go ahead.
I got a question. You just said that you got the Knicks at number two, right? And the number one
Mhm.
should be determined. The number one to be determined between Philly and Cleveland. We swept Cleveland. We swept
Yeah,
Cleveland. That's one.
yeah,
And two, we don't know how this Philly going to play with each other. You know what I'm saying? So, and we're the defending champions. So we should be number one by default.
that's
It's also about showing us that Eastern Conference can beat us. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Orlando beat us twice in the playoffs. We was like, discombobulated for both guys together. We didn't lose again in the Eastern Conference. So he should be number one in the Eastern Conference until somebody can know it from him. That's one. Two. Um, Back to Philly. We don't know in these situations. We don't know if he could be healthy for the rest of the whole year. Okay. And we don't know LeBron's race. We don't know. You probably want to go to a team where he thinks he's going to be the number one option. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how that's
mhm.
going to. We don't know who's going to be number one. We don't know who's going to be Brown. That's his first time here. We don't know who's going to
Right.
be Maxie. Maxie's an all-star, but that's his team. And then Steve is great. And let's go back to the LeBron situation. Let's be real, man. Be real. I'm just saying as an analyst, I'm not a hater. I'm nothing like that. We can
Mhm.
all agree. We can all agree that LeBron's agent said if the Knicks lost the Knicks lost the championship, he was signing with Knicks, right? He said that, right?
Right. Right.
Why now? That tells you why he went to Philly. Philly ain't won a championship in 40 some odd years.
And 47
LeBron is
years.
yeah. LeBron is addicted to himself. He wants to be the savior. He wants to, he wants to scrap with whatever legacy. I guess he just trying to see that he can jump Jordan, which he could never do. Like he seemed to jump Jordan. Oh, let me go to Philly and see if I get a championship in fifth. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't
Mhm.
win nothing in 47 years. You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
already did it. He already did it in Cleveland, so you don't have to show Cleveland any love anymore. I gave you a championship. You don't have to go to Miami. He's done it in Miami. He
Mhm.
did it in
Twice.
LA. Yeah, he did it twice in Miami, and he did it in LA. Imagine if he could do it in Philly. But the problem with that is Philly is a different animal. No, you thought slavery? No, they gonna give you the business. Okay?
Mhm.
And he's up there talking, and you said something. You talk about he signed for a 2 year deal. He signed for a 2 year deal with a third year option. He could be there 3 years. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? He could literally be there 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
we gotta see, like right now, they don't hate. How many people they don't hate? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We don't know. Embiid might be hurt by November. We don't know. He, LeBron might be have to play the five this year because Embiid's hurt so much. We don't know. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And how the bench looking?
I mean, I, back to when he said the Pacers. Who does the Pacers have on their team? You got Halliburton and Miles Turner. That's not
Yeah.
enough. Get them out of here. Pacers not even going to make the playoff. They have nobody on their team. Get them out of
Not
here.
a, uh,
Then he said, the Heat with Bam and Giannis over there on the Miami Heat. Like I said before, with Philly and LeBron, the chemistry has to be there. And Adebayo, you got Bam Adebayo and Giannis Antetokounmpo in the paint. Giannis is going to want to play an all-around game. We know Giannis is going to get you at least 20, 30 points. We know the same thing with Bam. Bam going to get you a double-double. What is the rest of the Miami Heat team is going to do? Tim Hardaway Jr. is not consistent at all. I am sorry. When y'all lost Norman Powell, y'all lost your best guard for nothing. Yeah, you bring back Andrew Wiggins. When was the last time Andrew Wiggins did anything in the league with when he was with Golden State? That's the only thing he did. Him going to Miami with these guys and trying to build the same chemistry that LeBron and Wade and Bosh had back then. And Pat Riley thinking that he was going to get signed LeBron James. LeBron just spitting all in your face and went to the city of brotherly love.
he just been this way. He remember the disrespect that he got when he was in Miami.
Yes, yes. Is he going to bring Is he going to bring Philly a championship? I don't think in the first year. No, I don't think so. I think, like I said, I think the Knicks proved that they can hang with anybody in the league by winning this championship and keeping some of the players that they had last year, bringing back Alvarado and bringing back Landry Shamet, bringing back Jordan Clarkson. The only thing that I was not happy and we should have kept him is letting Mitchell Robinson walk out the door. But I get it.
Who Mitchell Robinson?
Yes,
Well, he had to get paid, and we wasn't going to pay him. So I'm not
I
mad
get
about it.
it.
My
I'm not
like
mad about Mitch going
my
to Boston.
no. I'm saying my problem is him going to Boston. He don't go to the ops. That's just me. But if they wanted to pay Mitch that money, salute to him. He will always be a world champion, Nick. So it is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? The Knicks wasn't going to pay. What did he pay him? 70? They paid him $70 million.
Yeah, 70 mil.
Nothing. Nothing. No, the Knicks was not going to cut that check, and I'll be screaming if they would have did that. Thing. You know what I'm
We got somebody joining the table right now, y'all.
saying?
My brother TG. What's going on?
Did you hear us?
Can you hear us, T? We'll get to TG in a minute, but we're talking about the decision.
But this is the biggest part.
This, like I said, he brings championship caliber to this team. But are they going to win a title is to be determined.
Yeah,
The
but
chemistry got to be there.
like I said, I hope he know. I hope he know what Lions mouth he jumped into. Because this is Philly. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? This is Philly. Like I said, that team, that city is rapping. They don't play about their sports team. You know
no,
what I'm saying?
no, they
And like I
don't.
said, like I said, with us being from New York, we know that. You know what I'm saying? We know that. And I got nothing but feelings in Philly. They don't play
It's
about their
still
sports
Knicks,
team.
it's still Knicks over everything. I don't care about Philly.
Huh?
We've been going against Philly for a long time.
No, no, no,
And,
no.
I'm not
No, no,
saying
no,
this to be biased, but
no,
it's New Yorkers. It's Knicks over everything.
no, no,
It's
no,
New
no.
York over everything, even in
No, no, no,
football.
no, 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 no. We don't care about Philly. That's a fact. That's a whole fact and a half. We don't care about Philly. Why you think James Harden didn't last too long in a 76 in uniform? He can't take the pressure. He was too busy
Yeah.
going to the strip club. You know what I'm saying? and so forth and so forth. Yo, as soon as LeBron does a hiccup wrong, yo, why don't we get this ball up in here? He's not worth $8 million. I'm telling you, I know how to get that. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing.
LeBron legacy right now is he tries to be a savior with each team that he go
Thank
to.
you.
That's gonna always be his legacy. He's not gonna have a legacy like Jordan where he bought the city 6 rings. He's not gonna have a legacy like Kobe where he bought that city 5 rings.
5 rings.
Like it LeBron LeBron knows his role pretty much.
Yeah,
You can't hate on him on that, but I gotta agree with what my boy Ant said. If the chemistry ain't there, that pressure hit, he's not gonna last but 2 years.
If he lasts, he might. I'll be surprised he actually traded after that deal. They get on his
Yeah,
helmet like that. Nah, trade me.
yeah.
I don't want to be.
And I just wanted to say one more thing, and I'm gonna let y'all go back to the thing. The whole, the whole, the whole thing with Wemby being on the cover of 2K. Nobody expected the Knicks to win. Let's just call it what it is.
right.
They didn't expect the Knicks to win. They did win. Yes, it's disrespectful. Y'all can have a game cover. That's nothing. We got a whole championship. We good.
You know what? You
We
absolutely
got this
right
shit.
because they. You know what? You might slightly right because they probably made that decision. All
Right,
right. Yeah.
right. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, I'm not gonna lie. As a Knicks fan, I was mad at first too. I'm like, yo, how the fuck they don't got JB on the cover and shit like that. Then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? We don't need that curse neither.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes. That could be like the Madden curse. Exactly.
Right, right. So we good on our end.
And
That
that
that's that's just my thought.
you know the crazy joint too
I
with
appreciate that,
AI.
bro.
With AI, have you seen these covers these cappers they get with Jalen Brunson on it? It's I'm gonna send it to the chat. Hilarious.
Right.
Oh
Yeah,
nah,
like they got.
bro.
Yeah.
If I get the physical copy, if there is a physical copy, I'm putting that JB cover. That shit fire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it is. It is.
Oh,
Hell
my
yeah.
bad. My bad.
No,
My
you
bad.
good. You good. You good.
Yeah. But back to the decision part too. But you know what LeBron also has to worry about too? You gotta hope he don't get investigated. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
I
calling it
think
what.
he did it because his younger son Bryce is playing in Philadelphia. He's playing in college over there in Philly,
Uh,
and he
no,
got Bronny still in LA playing with the Lakers, which is a smart
nah.
move to for your family. I'm not mad at him about that. But like we've been saying, if the chemistry ain't there, and you got Maxie and Edgecombe, and you got Jalen Brown now, and Embiid is in the air with his health status, what center do you I got other than Joel Embiid?
And it's messed
That's
up
a
me.
problem.
And it's messed up me. Oh, and
That's
Bryce is
the
playing for
problem.
Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
Bryce, yeah, Bryce is playing for Arizona. Boy, what I'm worried about, I'm not worried about it, but I am worried about it. I'm worried about, LeBron is what, 40, 41 years old, right?
He's 21.
Yeah, he's 41. He's 41 years old on his 22nd, going on 23rd year, and he's playing like he's the top 10 player. You don't think somebody's going to investigate that in a minute? I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
saying.
Yeah,
absolutely.
of
But
I'm
course.
just, I'm
I
just
will
saying.
say this about
Yeah.
LeBron, and I got to give him super credit with people that watch the show and people that are fathers. Bronny said, Bronny gonna
Yeah,
get his bread regardless. I give him the utmost respect for that.
Oh,
yeah.
I give him the utmost respect for that.
oh,
You
listen,
got your son set.
listen. I would not listen. I would never hate people like LeBron, Deion Sanders, LeBron Ball. You as a father supposed to be doing stuff like that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because no disrespect to white people do it. It's full legacy. We do it, or we look at no. They have the right. He has the power to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think right something. I'm already belong to the team or not. That showed me how powerful LeBron is. That I guarantee you, if I was LeBron, my son was like so, and I could get him on the team, I would get him. You know
Oh, for
what I'm
sure,
saying?
for sure.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, case in point. Jerry Jones, right? Jerry Jones owns the Dallas Cowboys.
mhm,
His damn son. Is he qualified to be the vice president? Probably not. His damn son is, and nobody says that about that.
right. No, you said facts. I mean, that's the truth. And that's one thing I can always respect about LeBron. You knew you knew once he got his son in the league, he was gonna make sure his son was gonna be set.
Yeah.
And now that you got the blueprint to get Bryce set as well. Like, come on, bro. Like that's crazy.
Like 4 years ago. Everybody like LeBron going to retire. I was like, what? They're like, oh, LeBron ain't going to retire, so Barney gets to the league. I said, no, LeBron ain't going to retire till Bryce gets into the league. Watch.
Right, right.
Why?
He's gonna make
And
sure
Bryce,
both of his sons is set, and he's gonna
yeah, Bryce
retire
going to
as
be a
soon as Bryce
76.
get drafted. Yeah, Bryce gonna
Yeah.
be a 76er.
For watch, Bryce, I'm saying, yo, whoever's watching the podcast right now, book it. Bryce will be a 76. I said
Yeah, yeah, of course. Of course.
and y'all better not say that damn thing if he does. Oh, LeBron is using his power. So what?
You
So
can't hate on the man what he's doing for his children. You can't hate on
yeah,
him.
it's good. Man, oh, Jordan didn't do that for Marcus because they suck in basketball. I've seen Marcus Jordan play basketball at UCF. He was gap. He was
Yeah,
he was averaging like 3 points a game
three
in
points a
college
game. Yeah,
at UCF. And the crazy part about that, let's just talk about how powerful Jordan was. When Marcus Jordan went to UCF, UCF was an Adidas school. Marcus
yeah,
Jordan was the only one allowed to wear Jordans on that team.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, so don't tell me Jordan don't be doing stuff for his team. He was the only one allowed to wear Jordans on the team, and that was an Adidas.
Mhm. And nobody's gonna take what Jordan did for the league away, just like nobody's gonna take what Kobe did for the league. This to me, this move to me, I don't know if it tarnishes his legacy a little bit. I'm gonna say it does because you're gonna be known for the person who tries from team to team to team to team to team when
We
you don't
thought
see a
about that.
team doing right.
No. We thought about that when he left Cleveland the second time. So it's already been tarnished. If you would have stayed
Yeah,
in Cleveland, I'm like, all right, whatever. When he left Cleveland the second time, his legacy has been cemented. Oh, you're a team now. This is what you do. And we're going to
Good stuff, though. I love it.
yeah, we're going to accept that. He went to LA to get a break. Well, you know what the picture about that? He went to LA to get a break. He got one ring in 8 years. Sir, they're not putting they're not putting a statue in front of I wasn't called down because I was going to pull like a with them whatever the stadium is now. But
what they
LeBron's
used to crypto arena is what they call it.
crypto arena. There you go. LeBron statue is going to be in Cleveland. It's going to always be in Cleveland. Will always be in Cleveland. No problem.
Yes.
That's where it belongs. He's not a Laker. Matter of fact, how many Laker fans? Yo, you should see the interview. I gotta send it to you. Of Bob Gooden when they asked him about LeBron leaving the Lakers and what he said. Say, yo, that's what that average Laker fan is talking about right now. Yeah.
I'm concerned right now. I'm panicked. Don't panic because yeah, he won y'all championship, but the best thing that ever happened to the Lakers was LeBron leaving. I'm sorry. You gave the keys to Luca. That's why you brought him over
The
here.
other guy died.
Now you gave Luca a big man. DeAndre Ayton was that big man. He was never going to be that big man for the Lakers. He plays sloppy. They're walking Tesla, keeping Austin Reeves, building around Luka Doncic. I see the Lakers contending for a chip. Like I said, the West is stacked. OKC is not the same no more. San Antonio improved a little bit. The
Well,
Lakers
no, no.
improved.
Oh,
OKC decreased by losing their key players.
well, let's just be clear.
Memphis ain't gonna do nothing. Portland ain't gonna do nothing. Sacramento ain't gonna do nothing. The Clippers are done.
Let's be real.
Golden State is never gonna be the same.
Well, and San Antonio is the odds on favorite in the West.
Yes, San Antonio with the pickups that they have is the odds-on favorite in the West.
Oh, okay. The reason I said OKC because OKC is number two because they got four draft picks that raindrops in the sky right now. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be all right. A team that you didn't bring up right now, which how about yo, let me see how the chemistry. We're always talking about chemistry. The
Mhm.
Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota Timberwolves. Because they got a point guard now. You know what I'm saying?
They have a point guard now. My problem
Yeah.
with Minnesota is this: it ain't Ant-Man. It's not Ball. It's the rest of the players on that team. You lost Nas Reed. You lost Julius Randle. You let him walk. You trade him to the Brooklyn Nets for damn near nothing. If Minnesota do not win this draft and they keep a player like Rudy Gobert on their team, I don't see them going anywhere, bro. And that's just me being real. Yeah, you got wing defenders, and now you got LaMelo Ball. Now y'all got a point guard now. But when you sit those guys down, what does your team look like after that? That's what a Nas Reed was for. Now y'all lost that. Minnesota doesn't have that anymore. Who's going to be that for their team?
Because
That's
you
my
didn't bring
only
up.
issue with Minnesota. I
Oh,
mean, I like the Timberwolves, but
my,
other than LaMelo Ball and Ant-Man, what else y'all got? It got to start with chemistry, and having a center on your team like Rudy Gobert ain't going to do it.
yeah. You know my problem with Minnesota? My problem is not now. My problem with Minnesota is years from now. The reason I said that is because we didn't talk about expansion. We all yeah, we're guaranteeing like LA team and Seattle getting a team, right? So that's two
Mm.
Western teams. So they're gonna push one of the Western teams to the East. Nine times out of ten, it's gonna be Minnesota. Minnesota's going to the Eastern Conference. I booked that. There's only two teams I can think about. Minnesota or Memphis. And I don't think it's gonna be Memphis. Minnesota. Minnesota will be an Eastern Conference team.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The NBA, some of these trades is crazy. Like Boston. Boston's championship hopes went out the window when y'all let Jalen Brown walk out the door and you signed Paul George
Oh, bag of chips.
for literally nothing. Y'all just basically put the keys in Tatum's hand, and Tatum ain't got no help over there. Same thing with the Pacers. Everybody's like, "Oh, the Pacers got a nice young team. Halliburton is coming back." Stop it. The Pacers have nobody on their team, and they're not going forward.
You said got Orlando coming up. Got Atlanta.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Charlotte, but they traded on Paul.
And another team you can't sleep on in the Eastern Conference is the Orlando Magic. They keep improving themselves every year. Orlando can't be slept on. If Kane Cunningham can get a second, like a Robert on his team, Detroit too. You can't sleep on Detroit. Yeah, they lost Tobias Harris, but he wasn't doing that for that team anyway. Let's be real. NBA, I don't know, man. And then you got John Moran and Lillard in Portland.
Well, John Moran is fighting for his life. I'll tell you right.
They're not going anywhere this season either.
Well,
They're
they're
going to
not
be a
going anywhere.
playing team. They're going to be a playing team the most, and that's it.
Oh yeah. They're fighting eventually for it. John Moran is
And
fighting.
it's Saturday. Golden State is a playing team as well. I don't see them moving up. I see them staying in the plan.
Oh, I was like, okay, John Moran, he's fighting for a contract. Big time.
Yeah.
So he's going to. So him being a foreman is the best thing going because he can't stay in that right there. He can't be there. LeBron, like when you talk about LeBron's moving the writer of the war with Golden State. Not trying to be funny.
Mhm.
Golden State is old.
Yeah.
They're old. That, got a year or two left. Eaton gone. Draymond Green. Dirk gone. You know what I'm saying? And then the coach will be going, and the coach will be going a year after that.
And then you still got Jimmy Butler. You got to
Yeah.
define his contract and where Butler's gonna go.
Yo, Chris. Bill.
So
Yo,
we
Neil.
give it to you as real as we can give it to you on the show. Tune in as more trades and more talks can happen. This proves anything can happen in the NBA. Also, football season is right around the corner. I'm excited about that. Look out for the return of 100 yards and running coming
Oh,
back
definitely.
soon as we talk football. Look out for Talk Good, Walk Back. And also, look out for our 4-year anniversary show. Please tune into that. We do it as real as we can for y'all. I want to thank my brother for tuning in on the show with the decision. You know
Oh,
what I'm
thank you
saying?
so much, brother.
Tune in next week as we cover the NBA and soon the NFL. I'm your boy, Peace and Reg. That's Ant over there. I'm Reg. Peace and love. We out of here.
Peace, brother.